We know there is still snow on the ground, but we're talking spring cleaning today. And when we think about doing our spring cleaning, it's also a great time of the year to get our financial house in order. So to help us out with this very important task, we have our expert in estate planning, David Carrier, with us, and you're wearing green.
Well, I am, because if, St. Patrick's Day is showing up, can spring be far behind?
It can't be.
No.
Just a few days behind.
And this, I have to tell you, this is a gift of a client.
Nice.
Whenever our clients go overseas, go on a trip, we always say, well, bring us back something.
Yeah.
It's not what I would have chosen, but...
Your very fancy hat.
Yes.
We just think maybe you're wearing a hat today because it's so cold outside.
Well, yeah.
That too.
Not much other coverage on there.
Okay, so let's go back to the basics today, because I think that sometimes we get so advanced with some of the more complex topics that involve estate planning that we really want to get people back to the basic ideas.
Well, one of the facts, one of the truths is that the at-home spouse, the one who's caring, the caring spouse, dies first 2/3 of the time, 64% of the time, if you want to Google it, okay? And people forget that. They kill themselves keeping their spouse out of the nursing home. And last month when we delivered the flowers to our nursing home residents, well, we have a growing number of people who are taking advantage of the PACE program, of waiver, of the other at-home care programs, really important. But when you go in a nursing home and you've got, 2 or 3 residents, and there are 200 residents, you wonder, well, why did everybody else go? I mean, weren't they watching EightWest? Come on, guys. I mean, get with it. So, so today what I'd like to do is just sort of really, just kind of revisit the fact that there are programs out there. There are things that can help you. What are you waiting for? I mean, do you really think your spouse wants to drive, wants you to kill yourself for them? Probably not. That's what I'm guessing.
So let's talk about this. So
yes.
This represents our home.
That's your house.
Is this our grandpa?
Yes.
Okay.
I ran out of, I couldn't find Papa Smurf. I blame Colin for losing Papa Smurf on me, but there you go.
I thought you were looking at me thinking that maybe we kidnapped it last time we were in here.
So here's the, so plus he's Irish.
Yes,
okay, it's an Irish duck. There you go. So what happens when the big fist of, oops, there we go, that comes along? What are we going to do? We're
going to knock it out of the way,
Biff,
right?
That's right.
Okay.
Now, away goes that.
So the cup represents what? The government coming in to take your assets?
No, it's when you've got to start paying for that certified nurse's aide to come to the house. Maybe $3,000 or so per month. Things aren't.
And that's if you're in your own home.
In your own home.
If you have to go into a skilled nursing center, we're talking maybe $10,000 a month.
Well, Sanctuary St. Mary's is $300 a day. If you want to go to some of the other places, you're talking $12,000, $13,000 a month. Now, that's for skilled nursing care. And every skilled nursing facility does accept the Medicaid, okay? Every single one does. And more of the assisted living facilities are taking the Medicaid. But what we'd really like to see is people stay in their home.
Okay.
And that's possible. So when things get really bad, right?
That's when you need the hammer to knock this guy out of the way, right?
Actually, that's not a hammer. That is a genuine Irish shillelagh.
Okay.
All right? It's not a tam o'shanter, it's a shillelagh. Okay.
It looks like a hammer.
Okay, so there you go.
That's good enough to knock that guy out of the way, right?
If your daughter swung the golf club like that, I don't think she'd have made the team. But anyway, good enough, good enough. So the idea is, you really can knock this out. You don't have to endanger your home. You don't have to endanger your own health. You can be there for your spouse. The program of all-inclusive care for the elderly, you've heard us talk about it here before, absolutely love the PACE program. Now, in Kent County, it's fully enrolled. Basically, you have to wait for someone to die before you can get into PACE right now in Kent County, but that is not true in Allegan County, in Ottawa County, which have brand new PACE programs, new facilities, very, very helpful. Also Kalamazoo. Let's see, Traverse County is looking to add it for next year. Muskegon County, of course, still has the PACE. And understand the goal here is not to put you in the nursing home. The goal is to keep you in control, keep you in your home. In
your home for as long as possible, because you're most comfortable there, and of course it's much more cost effective.
Well, and who wants to? And lots of times we've got spouses promising each other we'll never go to the nursing home. Understood. PACE is a way, and there's also waiver and My Choice, which are different programs. We can explain these to you if you'd like. But all 3 of these programs are designed to keep you in your home. It's cheaper. You'd rather be in your home.
way more
Why
comfortable.
not?
So let's talk about the life plan workshops that you offer, because
Right.
it's really a great starting point for people to come together and just start working through and thinking about all of these issues, making that plan.
And oftentimes we have multi-generations. You know, we have parents bring the kids, grandparents, you know, I mean, sometimes 3 generations. And it can be very, very helpful because it is a way for everybody to get started. So often what we have when people finally get around to coming in, you know, picking up the phone, free phone call, free visit and all that, still very difficult to pick up the phone because you heard one thing from this one, something else from that one, the people next door did a third thing. It's very, very confusing. So what we do, you know, we try to really cut through it. And the Life Plan Workshop's a great place to do that. So at least we're all talking about the same thing. The thing to remember is the law here changes almost on a monthly basis, okay? So if you're not spending all your time trying to figure this stuff out, chances are what Uncle Charlie did 6 months or 6 years ago just isn't going to work anymore.
Exactly. So you have life plan workshops. They're free of charge to attend, but you do
Right.
need to make a reservation. March is booked already.
Already booked up, yeah.
In most areas, but you do have the April schedule on the
That's
screen.
correct. So, you know, just a little bit of planning ahead. You know, I'll tell you what, in January, February, I think the weather was not quite so nice, right? And but March is now fully, you know, we're fully booked up for March. Looking forward to April. But we're doing the hometown workshops in
Yeah.
Battle Creek, up north, all over the place. So,
All over the place. You also have something called Visiting Experts, and there's some great information available on that front.
well, you know, the key to the visiting experts is it's not a matter of here's a bunch of papers, see ya. We have ongoing relationships, you know, 27-year relationships with some of our clients. And that's the thing. So what we're trying to do all the time, and we don't do the Social Security or the Medicare Made Simple workshops. We bring in outside
outsiders
experts
to do that. And then also, if you're interested in some technical help, maybe you have some questions involving your techs.
Right, Tech Tuesday.
Tech Tuesday, yeah.
Well, you know, again, you know, we're doing the outreach. We want to. Look, once you're part of it, you better like us. I mean, like, if you can't stand the hat, well, okay, don't come to a workshop because, frankly, we have long-term relationships with our folks. And you better like us because you're going to be hearing from us. I mean, it's just
Yeah, you're
that
only
way.
wearing the hat because it's St. Patrick's Day. Coming
Correct.
up next month, you'll be wearing bunny ears, as I understand. And
Well, you know, I got that bunny
Countdown
suit
to
from the
Easter.
Christmas Story.
Yeah.
You know, that
That's
pink thing?
perfect.
Just
Yeah.
wait. Oh,
Yeah, how about that?
It'll be fabulous.
Okay, so we know that you're a big basketball fan and a fan of
Well, I'm more a Notre Dame fan.
Notre Dame fan.
So don't forget, March Madness is coming up.
Yeah, they got a pretty
You
good
know.
team this year.
Yeah, they do.
Thinking Final
Looking
Four,
forward
maybe?
to it.
That
Well,
sounds
yeah,
terrific.
yeah.
Yeah,
Fella can dream, can he?
You know, and I know that, you know, we have all these tools that help us to kind of illustrate the point, but the reality is you're going to want to make a plan because we know we're not all going to stick around forever and we won't all be healthy as we go
serious.
through the golden years.
It is serious business. It's, you know, we do try to keep it light. We do try to keep it moving along. But the fact of the matter is, it's your choice. Avoid nursing home poverty or go broke. And every day, hundreds of families across West Michigan, go broke.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I say, there's very effective things you can do about it. It does get frustrating sometimes from our perspective because you can see so much that could be done. And you're like, yeah. Do I have to do the Smurfs again? I mean, come on. I don't mind if that's what it takes. I'll do the Smurfs.
Well, we appreciate having you on our team. Thanks, David.
Thank you.
And stay right there. More of 8 West when we come back.
This is 8 West.